What's up, everybody? This is the Old School Society channel. I am the PA Music Man. We're about to go into our semi-final match of the winners bracket of the OSS Monster Slots tourney with Obelisk Jwal1442 and admin Toc9. And I am not alone in this semi-final match.
This is going to be a fairly fun one to actually watch because they both have very interesting monsters.
I guess you've been watching them all. Joining me is the moderator of the OSS Monster Slots tourney and actually the founder of this tourney style. Please welcome Lunar.
Hi.
So it looks like we're going to get on our way. And we're throwing down the rock, scissors. Who's going to start this duel? And Jwal's going to start. Toc9 is on the bottom, and Jwal is on the top. Both duels are using 40-card decks, and Toc9 has 5 cards in his extra deck, so he might be using fusion. All right, Jwal starts it off with a card trader and a Goblin Attack Force. That's the game. That's the end of the turn. Game 2.
Right out the gate, getting that card trader nuked might actually hurt Jwal.
Yep, but Toc9's taking the time and getting rid of Goblin Attack Force. He's bringing out his Relinquished. And that might be useful down the road, having Relinquished in the graveyard.
Relinquished? That was nice restrict.
Sorry. Yeah. Relinquish, Thousand Ash Restrict. They basically do the same. Oh!
Spiral Serpent.
Now that's a way to get your ace monster out on the field. Spiral Serpent.
Exactly.
Spiral
The monster slot has already hit the
field. Spiral Serpent goes for the attack for, and Jwal loses life points. Jwal's turn. We got 3 cards in his hand, 1 card face down. He's gonna pass. Toc9, he'll summon Bio Baboon. And it seems to be a very special, and it's a very good drawing card.
It really is. And it's also really good as tribute fodder.
Very true. Bio Baboon is a 3-star plant monster. If this card is special or normal summon, you can draw 1 card. Then place 1 card from your hand on either the top or the bottom of the deck. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon any Bio Baboons from your deck. So that's almost 3 cards.
It's a battle fader. The clench battle fader.
Yep. Jwal, he might have needed that down the road, but...
Jwal's going to be able to get his slot on the board.
Oh, here's a Monarch Stormforth.
Oh, yes, he will.
He'll tribute 2 monsters. Or 1. Yep, Battle Fader, and he's going to bring out Fog King.
His monster slot has just hit the board. It's a particularly nasty one, too.
It's a particularly powerful one, too. Fog King is a 7-star spellcaster type, and the attack of this card becomes the combined original attack of the tributed monsters. And while he's on the field, cards cannot be tributed. So it's a powerhouse.
Able to solid strike that Bayo Baboon.
Yeah, and Toc really needed those extra cards. But
not really.
Well, here comes that instant fusion one more time.
For a Panzer Dragon.
And now go to the field.
It's such an awesome card to use in tandem with instant fusion. Because when it's destroyed, you can pop any card that the opponent controls.
And if you have Supply Squad, like he does, you also draw a card out of it. How handy.
Exactly. Oh, there it is. Goblin Elite Attack Force.
It'll go into defense mode.
Is sitting at just 2,100 life points.
And he throws down the Regeki. He's not wasting any time. He doesn't want to lose that first game and play catch-up.
And despite having fewer life points, he's maintained clear control of this entire duel.
Very true. Because remember, it doesn't matter if you have 8,000 life points or 800 life points. The point is to get your opponent to 0.
I see what you did there.
Good, because I'm not sure if I did. Toc puts a monster face down, he direct attacks.
Oh no, that silent angler beatdown.
Jwal has 2 cards in his hand, and this is at the point where he's just trying to get something down.
Rid of that supply squad.
Yep. But now, that's it.
Well, at least there's that.
And he'll be directly attacking.
Continuing the silent angler beatdown.
And Jwal's enjoying the random number generator beatdown. Or he seems to be drawing the cards he needed 3 turns ago. Toc's putting down the Twin Twister. He puts Frog down.
Oh man, that was a good card.
That was
Counter game. It negates a direct attack, lets you draw a card, and if it's a monster, you immediately normal summon it.
And that could have been good, especially if he just drew his key monster. Sets 1 card face down, brings out the Fog King.
The irony is not lost on me.
Silent Anger attacks Fog King. And the 800's taken. Jwal is down to 1600.
That silent angler beatdown.
Lit said lit.
I completely agree. Jwal puts another card face down. Hopefully that's enough to keep Toc9 at bay. But if he has another spell or trap card destroyer, Jwal's toast for this round. But now what I'm thinking about is, what's that face down monster?
I'm telling you, this silent angler beatdown is just, I feel bad for Jwal.
But here's a chance for it to all come back.
This is his shining opportunity.
And
Normal summon? Nope.
nope, but at least that's one less.
Poor guy.
Yep, but at least that's one less card he has to dead draw. He'll send another card face down.
One more turn.
He'll play Supply Squad.
Without any monsters in tow, it's not going to do much.
This might be an off question, but what do you think Toc's face down monster is? Oh, big wave, small wave.
We might just find out.
Big wave, small wave destroys all water monsters on your side of the field.
Face up water monsters.
And we have White Knight Dragon.
Knight Dragon.
That's a direct attack.
Can he do anything? Can he stop this direct attack?
Defense draw.
Defense draw. Yes. That's such a fun card to use.
And it just completely trolls your opponent because it negates all battle damage and it doesn't target, which is something White Knight Dragon does beautifully.
I put it in a second. I actually put that particular combination of my warrior deck.
The comment sections are blowing up. Our new admin McPartly Cloudy. Second Supply Squad now.
Section. It's not a comment section, friend. It's just Watchers chat.
Watchers chat. Comments. Whenever I see it, I just call it. But now it's now Toc's turn. He'll play Trade-In and discard that White Knight Dragon one more time. And he'll draw 2 cards. Question is...
2 new cards. And I'm still really curious as to what that face-down monster is.
I am too, but I want to say it's something like Marshmallow. That's why he wouldn't flip it
I'm
up.
not so sure.
But he'll direct attack, and will this be the end of the game? Scrap Iron Scarecrow, and it's denied. White Knight's ability will come into effect. When a spell or trap card that targets this card is activated, you can negate the activation and destroy it. And that's the end of the first game. Toc9 still at 2,100 points. Now, what did you think about the 2 decks?
I can tell you though, that was quite the reversal. I have to hand it to Toc. That was actually an amazing reversal right there.
Absolutely.
So he did maintain. No, I can't necessarily call it a reversal because he did maintain control of the duel the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious as to if Jwal is going to be able to wrest control from Toc in round 2. So you know what? Let's find out.
Yep. So we got to see a lot of our cards. We got to see a lot of the dueling cards in each other's decks. If you had those key cards, Lenore, would you change or have a different deck style?
If I was in Jwal's place, I would lock out the graveyard
Mm-hmm.
as best as possible, because that's the primary way that I have seen or talked to actually get the Spiral Sea Serpent onto the field.
Like
as
that?
You're seeing right now.
Absolutely, and and that was a really lucky opening hand. Not only was Toc able to do that, but he was able to do that twice in the opening turn.
Well, that's the advantage of being able to run 3 reincarnation trap cards and then 3 of your monster slot.
I suppose
so. 2
too.
or 3 copies of Trade-In.
I suppose so. It must be nice to have an 8-star
I
monster.
actually do know the number, but I'm not gonna divulge what that number is.
It's all good. But it's still relatively early in the duel.
It's not gonna happen.
It's still relatively early. We can see some good change. Jwal's going to end with a monster face down and a card face down.
At this point, the only way for Jwal to be able to do much of anything is to get rid of that Spiral Sea Serpent. Whether it's by tributing it or nuking it.
I think he tributed it last time, from what I remember.
He did.
Yep.
He did.
And it's still a very effective way to
that marshmallow's still going to help him out quite a bit.
Well, until Toc finds a way around it. Because as we've seen in his deck, he has Regeki, he has Dark Hole, and he has a few other tricks up his sleeve to get it.
Dragon in tandem with Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Right.
Funny to call it by Japanese.
That's all good. And speaking of which, here's that Monarch Stormforth again. He'll tribute that Spiral Serpent and his Marshmallow.
I can't say Jwal played that one intelligently.
Why'd you say that?
Because if he has a mirror force, if Toc has a mirror force, or anything like it, then he's defenseless. That Marshmallow, you got it against a player like Toc. You got to have something in reserve.
Very true.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket, or you're going to flop.
Speaking of flopping, Supply Squad's in the grave, thanks to Galaxy Cyclone. And we have a Bubba Boon, now summoned.
I'm wondering. I'm legitimately wondering what Toc is up to here.
I think a lot can happen right now. Here's Dark Hole.
Oh, that's what he's up to.
Yep, now he's able to bring out 2 Bow Baboons for a direct attack, equaling the total of 2,400.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I guess we have a guest. We have a surprise guest commentator joining us right now. Right now, we are looking at the duel between Toc9 and Jwal1442. And we just saw Morale of Greed being played. Twin Twisters.
Moray of Greed is a staple for any water-based deck, especially if you're running a lot of high-level monsters like Toc seems to be.
I can see that happening. And so far, it looks like he's going to do that direct attack motion. No, he's not. Jwal with Gene Wolf Werewolf.
Gene Wolf Werewolf might be a bit of a godsend. Let's see.
Let's check it out.
Yes, so far it is. Though Toc does get that extra draw.
Though in this case, even if it was a Mirror Force, why no? Return to the front lines. Just solid card.
It really is.
And now he'll be able to put that into attack mode. He'll be able to clear that Werewolf. And Toc might get even closer to winning. Brain Control. This might be endgame.
This could be it. Does Jwal have a face-down mirror?
Oh!
It's a Tripper Mercury.
Now I think he's just going for overkill. Mirror Force again.
There's that Mirror Force I was talking about.
Very true. It seems.
Jwal is not out of this yet.
Excuse you.
Though Jwal does need to be very careful when he's swinging with cards like Goblin Attack Force.
I completely agree. He might have Toc9's life points down to 1,400, but now Goblin Attack Force is a sitting duck. Just like the Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. It's a strong monster, but Jwal's gonna have to really pull something to really put him back on the defensive. let's see what we got. We have Forbidden Lance.
There's something.
Yeah, I mean, he won't be able to use it on the Desired Monster, but he'll still be able to take down, keep 800 more life points.
And that's just enough to be able to wrest control back from Toc, hopefully.
Yep, Goblin
Toc
Elite.
is only at 1,000 points.
Yep, Elite Attack Force brings Toc down to 1,000. But remember, it's around this point in the game where Jwal started losing his edge. And with only 2 cards in his hand, that might come sooner than later.
Something that a lot of the administrators have in common is they are masters of the comeback game.
Absolutely. They're never fully out. Let's see if Jwal can change that.
In fact, when they're at 2K and below is when they start really shining most of the time.
I like to really gain control of the duel. They don't always use their best cards. They keep them in their hand until the time is right. Speaking of which...
Exactly. And then all hell breaks loose.
Absolutely. And speaking of all hell breaking loose, Jwal with only 1,700 attack points, and summoning Fog King.
The only point in summoning Fog King without tributes is to block a tribute summon. I don't know why he keeps doing this.
I'm not sure either. I mean, unless he would have some kind of powerful monster, or some kind of powerful spell or trap that can turn the edge, or switch the attack points. Jwal just lost 1,600 life points for no reason. Card traders put down, but not sure what we're doing now. Twin Twisters
has been declared.
Kalas the Shalmar
has said GG Toc9. This has been actually both games were quite close though. I can't deny that.
Absolutely, but I do feel it was very, for the most part, it felt very, for Jwal, card to card.
Yes it did.
And we'll see this final attack coming from the key card in Toc9's deck, Spiral Serpent. Gotta end with my slot monster, says Toc. And that is the end of our match. Toc9 having below 2,000 life points on each game.
So, that means in the upper bracket finals, we're going to be looking at Bandit Kit versus Toc. Clash of 2 administrators for the final round for the upper bracket.
And that'll be a very fun match. Hopefully we'll be around for it.
Jwal1442, and actually the host of this, PA Music Man 2,
yeah,
in the semifinals for the lower bracket. I never really liked calling it winner's bracket versus loser's bracket. I don't know, it just feels off to me. But there's every possibility that the final round for the lower bracket will be Jwal1442 versus PA Music Man 2.
That's good. That'd be nice to know. But there's still a lot of duels left to be done until that happens. But until then, I'm just glad to be part of the ride.
And you've actually been doing very well.
Thank you. Yeah, this is usually I end up facing a knight or an admin during the second round, and I normally get out. This time I was able to break through the wall of I recently beat Dummy 4.4 in that second round, and I was able to advance all the way up to the semifinals until I faced Bandit. And there's a good chance I
can't deny Dummy did get a very difficult
card.
Kudos to him for pushing through with such a difficult monster.
Yeah, and he was close. He was close in both duels. It was, I managed to win, I believe, 2-0, but those duels were very close. And you can check out the Dummy P Music Man duel right here on the Monster Slots playlist.
Toc is gonna beat Bandit hands down. I know that for a fact, though.
You think so?
I've seen both of their decks.
All right, and who's joining us now? Sorry, I can't see who's talking.
It's Kairu.
Kairu.
It's Long Eye. Sorry, I get annoyed when people pronounce it Kiru.
No, I pronounced that because of the fact that it very closely resembles the Japanese name of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character,
Kiryu?
Kisuke.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I feel. So for right now, we're gonna close up, and we'll be checking out some other duels, and if you're lucky, you'll see them right up here. For right now, from the Old School channel, I'm the PA Music Man 2.
Oh, looks like Toc's joining in.
Yep, and we will see you guys later.